I would like to welcome you all to this information meeting on a COFUND program that we are trying to develop. And I think for Max 4 and in more particular actually for the Max 4, the Swedish Max 4 community, I think this could be a really good opportunity to really strengthen the collaborations and the science that can be performed at Max 4. We are really trying to develop this for this interplay, this network between Max 4 and the Swedish universities and institutes. I would like to give the word to Selma, who has worked very, very hard with a number of people, but Selma in particular, to work out details of this program and can give some of the background information. We will also have the option of questions after the presentation of Selma. And please use the chat if you have questions during the presentation so that we can come back to them in an orderly fashion. Thank you.
Thank you, Marjolein. I would like to tell you a little bit about the work that has been going on in the background and, of course, what we would like to do together with you. And you can see that the name of the program is slightly changed. This is a new proposal. We're trying out a PRISMAS, PhD Research and Innovation in Synchrotron Methods and Applications in Sweden. And this is very important for the COFUND to have a catchy name. But the main thing is, of course, the vision that we have with this program, and it is to create a very strong network surrounding Max 4 and the Swedish academia when it comes to X-ray methods for both for research and various applications. And we really want to support and connect stepping stone environments at the universities and institute to Max 4 and strengthen the collaboration between our staff and the user community at the Swedish academia. And I just want to also say that this is very much in development, so we want to do this together with you. Now, the work that has been going on has been done by a group of people that has been nominated by the University Reference Group, the URG, and all of the people that you see here have in some way been part of the development of the concept and what you will see here today. And we have had a lot of focus on what the key scientific focus areas should be in the development of a national PhD program, and especially also what it will, the structure of it will look like. We have also already started exploring various financing opportunities, but the main task of this core group will be to write and coordinate the COFUND application process. Now, we have actually been meeting regularly since December last year and have been working on the scientific areas and that are of key interest for the Swedish community, and also exploring possible structures. But we have also started exploring various funding opportunities and also initiated dialogue with various funding agencies already at the start of developing a national PhD program. I mean, the long-term goal would, of course, be to have an in-house Max 4 PhD program. And we have looked at everything from the Swedish Energy Agency, MISTRA, SSF, Vinnova and Formas. And the only currently open call is the COFUND, which has a deadline in February next year. But we are continuously trying to discuss with the funding agencies what is possible in parallel to this COFUND application writing. So we're doing it in parallel to develop what we want to see, because of course the EU COFUND is very specific and we really have to adapt to it. So our suggestion has been all along to work on a national application for our MSc COFUND program to strengthen the Swedish community and not make it a Nordic from the start. And then in parallel to work on and lobby to create national funding opportunities for this. Now, just a little bit of information about the COFUND. For those who are not familiar with it, it's an action within the Marie Curie framework, and it can finance already existing or new doctoral or postdoctoral programs. And the main focus is actually on the young scientists, so the PhDs and the fellows, and it has a lot of focus on their development and on the recruiting process of them. It is also a program that requires a lot of co-financing. What they pay for is 70% of living costs of the fellow. And this in practice, depending, I mean, all the different universities have different different costs. So in general, what this means is about 40% of a PhD can be paid through this COFUND program. This time around, there will be a greater focus on new beneficiaries and new training programs, which the Max 4 program would be. And a third of the program needs to be in a secondment. And the goal of the program is, of course, to increase talent and knowledge transfer across the research and innovation landscape. And one of the key things with the COFUND, because it's part of the Marie Curie, is, of course, mobility. So the PhD students that will be coming in have to come in from outside of Sweden. I think I'm gonna move on. The focus of a program can be international, national, or regional. So a national program such as that we are proposing is fitting quite well into the COFUND framework. And as I said before, the main focus is on the young scientists and not so much on the science itself. There is also something that is crucial, and that's cross-sectorial mobility and interdisciplinarity. And therefore, it is not only required that when we develop this program, it is between Max 4 and the universities, but we also have to have an industrial and other sectors involved in the science that we do. So a lot of focus is going into the collaboration with a wider set of associated partners. And of course, there will be a very big focus on supervision and mentoring. And one of the key things that we will be ranked on will be the quality of the PI, the supervisory teams. Yes, so this is just a little bit of information on the funding. 70% of living costs for a European PhD is about 2,800 euros per month. And this is translated into, when I've looked at what it would mean at Lund University, is about 40% of a PhD. And each beneficiary can only apply for a maximum of 10 million euros per call. Now, I just want to go through a little bit of what we have been discussing and developing in the core group of what this type of COFUND program could look like, what the structure could be like, and what we are suggesting. But this is, of course, something that we want to have your feedback on, is up to 40 PhD students over a 5-year period. And this is also something that we think is feasible at Max 4. There is the maximum capacity in the COFUND call is actually 74 PhD students. But at this point, we think that 40 PhD students is what we could start with. So this is not a lot. It means basically if all the universities are involved, it means about 3 PhD students per university on average. if we do 4-year individual projects. We also would like to use this program to develop Max 4. So we want to not only ensure that the knowledge and competence transfer is going from Max 4 to the universities, but we also want to develop ourselves together with you. A lot of the focus in the program will be on professional training and the career development of the PhDs. So doctoral schools and networks will be a part of it. And a great focus will be on intersectorial collaboration. So we would like to see not only a collaboration with Max 4, but also that when you propose PhD projects, that there is an industrial partner or another type of stakeholder that can be involved. And of course, a lot of the focus will go on communication and transfer of knowledge in the program. The scientific focus areas that we have been discussing have been based on both the UN Sustainable Development Goals, but also on Missions Europe. And what we have suggested so far is to focus on healthy people, healthy planet, sustainable technologies, clean energy, cultural and geological heritage. And also in our own internal meeting, we have a suggestion was made to not forget accelerator science. So we need to add one more piece of the puzzle and actually add that to the concept. But as you see, this covers a great many areas. So it is a very open, it's very open. And what we would like to see is a wide range of topics. We also have suggested some horizontal focus areas. So we want to develop Max 4, and that's the key goal for us. And we really want to be able to explore what is specific with Max 4 so that we can enable in situ and in operando, and especially time-resolved experiments. And also focus on data analysis and software development. And this needs to be done to cater into both academic users, but also industrial users. And we want to do this in collaboration with both the public and the private sector. Just a little bit on the timeline and how we have been, what has been going on. We had a first sketch of what we wanted to do already in June, where we started preparing information material to start engaging with the community. Now we have in September and October had several national meetings across Sweden. And we will, in October at the user meeting, have a satellite session where it will be possible to meet with the scientists at Max 4 and discuss possible projects. Now, key dates for the future are that we will need to have a letter of intent from partner universities in December, and the application needs to go in February. And we will be writing, we have already begun this work. We will be writing all of this fall in parallel with all the activities that we have planned. So what I would like to really stress here is that at the user meeting on the 25th of October, just before it starts, we have organized a satellite session that we really want you to join. Where you can not only present what you would like to focus on, but also connect and discuss with the key scientists at Max 4 and suggest new collaborations. So it is already possible to register for this satellite. I also want to stress 30th of November, where we would like to have project proposals from you if you want to be part of this initiative. And then we will have answers on the chosen proposals by mid-December. And as I stated before, by PRISMAS, we'd like to have a letter of intent from each partner university so that we can ensure that we can send everything in by early February. Now, just a little bit of information of what we need from you in the project proposal. It's not that much information. What we need to understand a bit more about the project, what the goal of the project is, a very short description, and also what the goal is with the secondment at Max 4 and the second secondment with the industrial partner, and a list of key partners. There is a PhD project suggestion template that is, I don't know if it's already uploaded, but will be uploaded to this web page that we have created. So all of the information we are developing as we go along will be put on this this website. So keep looking, and we will update continuously. Again, I want to stress about the satellite that will happen on the 25th, where we are going to not only talk about the project. We have invited Mark Johnson, the science director from the Institut Laurent Gevin, ILL, who will tell us both about their in-house PhD program that they have had in the past years, but also their InnovaXN COFUND program that they have together with the ESRF, and bring in some key points from their development. And then we will have various parallel sessions where you can meet with the beamline scientists and discuss possible projects. So please register for this. And it's possible to join both on-site at Scandic and also digitally. And with that, I would like to open up for questions.